We're at home now. About to take these things off. Something comfortable on. Go from there. So hot. It's hot in here. In fact, y'all gonna see me. Same real quick, cause why not?
What I realize now, people just getting hurt. I usually put the ace on for the chick. Yeah, got hurt the other day, I think. Not sure. But he look good, by the way, but no homo. No homo. Yeah, square homo channel. That's what it is. What is it? Yeah, we changed now. We changed now, like I hit on stage.
Just hours later, I was just watching a video on Facebook. And I just want to talk to you guys about what were they saying. Relationship wise. So a couple months ago, I was in the backyard with a couple of dudes. And both dudes had the same opinion, like woman this, woman that, whatever the case, and after that, one of the dudes had came by or whatnot with somebody, with a young lady, right? And I was like, yo, I just remember you said yo, right? And the thing about it, let's say, for example, like, we say, like, for example, a dog is not. They protect the dog. Or we have them, they protect her. Like, things change. And what I mean is, like, yeah, you can say a woman's trash or a man's trash, but at the end of the day, people are different. It's just the case. And, it makes sense that, people would talk down just because they don't know what's out there, And it's interesting because I went to church today, and the guy, one of the partners, he came to help. And when it came to, saying the piece or whatnot, he didn't give the piece to his wife. I felt bad. Wow, that's kind of sad too, because like, going to church and your wife is there, you got your kids with your wife or whatnot, you behind them, you're watching them, and you're not really, at least with the kids, you're not giving the peace. That's just like, and it's not even about who's watching, who's not watching. It's about do you do it yourself. It's why communication is the key. It's always the key. I'm telling you. Like, you don't sit down, talk, do what you gotta do as an adult. You're going nowhere. And some people don't like to talk. Other people just teenagers. They just, like I said with the first two guys, like they just talking like they were 17, 18, but they're like 40-something years old. So like, we have to be able to be, look past the situation and try to do what we do. Try to make things better, because like I say, and like I always say, I'm going to keep saying this, like, you don't want to, one day, let's say, for example, like the story I told y'all about with Dom and his girlfriend, like, you don't want to wake up and you got a text message or even a phone call saying like, yo, so-and-so had passed away. And, you couldn't really, you had the chance to talk, but you didn't. Like, you don't want to do that. So that's why, communication's the key. It's always the key. People, they want to listen, they want to hear us, but You know, once we make the effort, you know, we keep doing what we gotta do, then we'll be fine. I promise you that. Like, so it is the next day. I forgot to tell y'all that the other day, I think I was on Facebook. Somebody was like how Petty Level had passed away. Now, for those of you who don't know who Petty Level is, she was an artist. She went, I think, viral on Vine and Instagram, you know, just talking about her stories and whatnot. And no, when I first saw her video, you know, I thought like she was probably like, you know, older than me. But you know, cause say my age, I don't think her birthday passed yet. But then, like I said, you know, recently they said she had passed away. You know, I got deep into the situation, and they said, you know, she committed suicide. And the thing about it, you know, in one of her pictures that she posted, you know, she was good. She just wasn't looking like, you know, she was happy or whatnot. And I didn't really think of it, cause, you know, she's always, you know, she always had that movement of, you know, just being angry. So, you know, I thought, you know, she was fine. But I guess she wasn't. And, you know, she decided to, you know, take her life. Now, the thing about that is that, you know, people that really do that, they always seem to be happy, you know, in a good mood or whatnot. No, she was the first one to really, you know, not really so happy, if that makes sense. And I was like that. You know, first that's a tough situation. Like I said, you know, she was making music, she's on, you know, social media, you know, talking and whatnot. And then, you know, at a young age, you know, having to really do that like that is pretty deep. And, you know, that's why, you know, we have to really, you know, have people that can really help us with certain things like that, you know. I remember I reached out and got some help. And, you know, depending on who we know, it's gonna really let us know how we can get help. And I guess, you know, she just couldn't get help and she didn't know how to do it, you know. And it's like, I think like the second patient this year, because a couple months ago, some other dude had did it, had killed himself, and it's like, you know, why, you know, we should just, you know, reach out to people, just, you know, see if they say they're good, because you never know. You never know. And then, you know, it's sad that she had to go the way she did, because, like, you know, she seemed, you know, seemed to be strong, you know, always talking to people, but, you know, I think, you know, I remember the last music she came out with, and it was alright, but she, I guess she couldn't take it no more, and she had to go. And you know, rest in peace to her. Always gonna be missed. You know, she always had that energy, that vibe. Like, you know, she can do it. You know, she posted it's a video like talking about, you know, being independent and whatnot, and pretty dope. But, you know, pretty sad. Yeah, just what I had to say. Peace out.